Greetings, wrestling fans! Welcome back, and this isn't a while that I usually have a smile on my face. I don't normally have it on very much, but my god, night one was indeed, as what Pat McAfee says, stupendous! For me anyway, in my opinion, it was. For many others it may not be. But this is my opinion. Night one definitely delivered. I definitely enjoyed. I think I more enjoyed about at least 3 matches. But other than that, I thought Wrestlemania Night 1 turned out to be a lot better than I expected it. So the first match was the Usos taking on Shinsuke Nakamura and Rick Boogs. And unfortunately, Rick Boogs went down with an injury. I hope he recovers. Hope he recovers from the scary injury that happened to him. What happened was that he had both Usos on his shoulder and then his knee buckled. Yeah. Didn't look very pretty, and I had a feeling that wasn't planned. I honestly felt that was not planned. Yeah, I felt that was not planned. So, yeah, felt bad for Boogs. So I hope him well on a speedy recovery. So the Usos ended up retaining due to Boogs' injury. Now we had Drew McIntyre take on crappy Corbin. Drew McIntyre would score the win, and Drew McIntyre becomes the first man to ever kick out of the end of days. Man, I miss that theme, but, you know. But Drew becomes the first man to kick out at the end of days, and that's a pretty nice moment. Pretty nice moment for Drew, and, honestly, Drew versus Happy Corbin, I'm gonna be honest here, it was a decent match. It was a decent match, honestly. Honestly, that one surprised me. Miz and Logan Paul battled Rey Mysterio and Dominic Mysterio. Logan Paul had this Pokemon card around his neck. Pretty, you know, I'm a Pokemon fan, and, you know, you may think, oh, I would have found that pretty cool. Honestly, I thought that Flog didn't deserve that rare Pokemon card. And also, apparently I heard his brother, Jake, was an even more of a bigger idiot on the pre-show. I mean, it's what the Pauls are. It's what the Pauls are, bunch of losers. So Miz and Logan Paul got the win. Frickin' Logan Paul gets a WrestleMania win before Sasha Banks. How frickin' pathetic is that? How pathetic is that? Absolutely pathetic. And then the Miz turned on Logan Paul after the match. Like, really. Absolutely stupid. Can't believe we're going to be seeing more of Logan Paul after WrestleMania. And then Bianca Belair battled Becky Lynch for the Raw Women's Championship. A very good match. Very good match. Very competitive. But the outcome, I fully expected the outcome here. That was Bianca Belair winning with the KOD. Honestly, I'm so sick of Bianca Belair at this point. And look, I'll give the match credit. It was a very good match. But I'm just so sick of Bianca Belair at this point. And besides, Becky Lynch didn't need to give back to Bianca Belair. You want to know why she didn't have to give back? Because Bianca's already a star. Bayley and Sasha Banks made Bianca Belair. Sasha and Bayley both made Bianca Belair stars in their feuds in her rookie year. Becky Lynch, they didn't need to have Becky Lynch elevate Bianca even more. Bianca is hitting Charlotte Flair level territory here when it comes to her push. At least in my opinion. Yes, Bianca is an incredible athlete, she's an incredible wrestler, but I'm getting very, very, very tired of her being pushed. So Seth freaking Rollins comes out to have his match against his mystery opponent, and out came Cody Rhodes. Good old Cody Rhodes is back, baby. Welcome home, Cody Rhodes. I haven't marked out in a long ass time. I think the last time I ever truly marked out was when the Iconics won the Women's Tag Team Championships. When Cody came out, I legit just lost it. It was so awesome to see Cody Rhodes. I'm so glad to see him back in WWE. I thought he'd never come back, but it was such a surreal moment. Moments like those is why I love WWE. And what a hell of a match Cody and Seth had as well. Cody pulling out like a backflip moonsault, like an RKO kind of like maneuver. That looked freaking amazing. That looked incredible. That looked really good. They had some really good spots. Cody Rhodes did like a multiple crossroads in a row. That looked really damn cool as well. But Cody in the end would end up winning with the crossroads after delivering his father's combination, the punch and the elbow, into a crossroads for the 1, 2, 3. Cody Rhodes wins the match. Very happy to see Cody Rhodes back home in WWE. And we'll see what's next for him on Monday Night Raw. Definitely match of the night for me, Cody Rhodes versus Seth Rollins. And then we have Charlotte Flair taking on Ronda Rousey. This match, I was not looking forward to this match at all because I fully expected the outcome that I was expecting to have happen, but to my shocking surprise, well, and to no one's surprise, fans were not interested in this match. Fans were not interested in this match at all. Charlotte Flair was carrying Ronda Rousey the entire time. Charlotte Flair was carrying Ronda Rousey the entire time in that whole match. But to my shocking amazement, Charlotte Flair won the match. Charlotte Flair has become the first person to pin Ronda Rousey in a singles match. And it was... Can we consider it clean? I don't know. I don't know if we can consider it clean. But she beat her with the royal boot right to the face of Ronda Rousey. And I sense a rematch. I sense they'll do a rematch, and that'll probably be where Ronda Rousey wins. They'll probably do the rematch at WrestleMania Backlash, and that'll probably be where they have Ronda Rousey win. Honestly, Charlotte Flair did us all a favor. She saved us from a potential reign of terror from Ronda Rousey, just like in 2018. And the main event that everyone speculated and rumored, the main event, Stone Cold Steve Austin and Kevin Owens, the Kevin Owens show was indeed the main event, but it ended up turning into a match. I was not a fan of this being turned into a match, but I get it. You're not going to close WrestleMania with a segment. I guess you could, but they didn't. Stone Cold was definitely a lot slower than normal, but it was decent. It was a decent main event. Kevin Owens would lose. Stone Cold would hit a Stone Cold Stunner on Kevin Owens. I kind of wished Austin put him over, but I get it. You know, if you're going to end WrestleMania, you got to end it with a happy ending, and that happy ending was Stone Cold Steve Austin standing over Kevin Owens. And the whole build-up was kind of the whole point of it anyway. That was kind of the whole point of the build. Kevin Owens talking shit about Steve Austin, and in the end, Austin was going to get his revenge at WrestleMania. So, yeah, that was kind of the whole point. So, I wasn't too mad about it. It fit the storyline quite perfectly. So, night one turned out to be, honestly, pretty good. Do I have that kind of expectations for night two? Not really, because there's not really many big matches on there outside of Lashley's match is a piss break match. Outside of Lesnar, Reigns, and Edge and Styles, there's not really a lot of other big matches. But we'll see. We'll see how night two turns out. So see you guys all tomorrow for night two. Be sure to check out my recent stream of Shantae Half Genie Hero Part 2. And I will see you guys all tomorrow for Wrestlemania Night 2. Be sure to hit like, subscribe if you guys did enjoy, and I will see you all next time.